Welcome. We are coming to you live from Murfreesboro, Tennessee for the second of 6 North American Cups of the 2025 season. So we've got MIJARES, Boya PENG, Samirah BISHT, Isabella ORNER, Hannah BREEN, Lilah KOTTKE, Elle Gordon, and Kestrel PIKIEWICZ. And for the men, we've got Joshua PLATKO, Alex Hill, Isaac Brown, Hugo DORVAL, Patrick DALY, Matthew Baker, Nathan SATO, and Nathan MONTE. And down to the floor, here we go, getting started with MIJARES and Joshua PLATKO. MIJARES, repping Team Texas, out of the DFW area. I've known her for a few years. We both hail from the Lone Star State. And Eva is an incredible climber and competitor, absolutely fierce on the wall. All right, and Joshua PLATKO making it through this first section here. This route is pretty chill, especially on that EP dual textured hold up until this moment right here. And then it starts to turn on just for this section until he gets the next EP dual textured hold. And Joshua's looking pretty comfortable there. And that hold is not the best, but at that angle, it's the best he's going to work with for a while. MIJARES has made it through the blue pill pinch section. Made her way onto the blue rail from Technic. And let's see if she's able to secure this dyno. The dyno is not that big, not that hard. However, it is still high energy. It's not really about whether the athletes can make that move, but whether they can recover enough to do the rest of the route. And Eva has made it through that first section, shaking out so she can deal with the rest of the route and these art line slopers. Joshua PLATKO has made it up, doing a little cross and heel, and makes his way through this flat hold section. Those slopers are not to be trifled with, so Joshua is absolutely killing it right now. Looking very strong and comfortable. Josh finds his feet and drops the knee. And quite the reach to get the undercling attached to the block's volume. Can he wind himself out of it? And not quite. Not quite. Joshua PLATKO, impressive run, but it didn't look like he was able to get his feet out in front of him like the route demands. And it cost him dearly. That undercling was not easy to grab from that position. But now if we look at MIJARES, she's making her way through these art line holds. Gonna go ahead and ignore the art line over to the left past the volume. The sun's hitting it quite a bit, but you can see it there. And now we've got Eva maneuvering her way through the volume section here. Now, we've had a couple of events today. We actually just finished up our U17 category and their very first final here at our North American Cup. And the sun was not hitting this route nearly as much during that time. And it does affect the athlete's psyche. The glare from the holds, the dual textured and no textured holds that they see down there, the black ones, the shine from those holds can affect your vision. And Eva will take a fall just trying to push out around the arete. Up next, we have Boya PENG and Alex Hill. All right, Boya taking another look at the route before hopping on. Alex Hill facing the crowd, not looking at the route quite yet. And here he goes. Little shakeout to get himself ready, and he is wasting no time getting on this route. Both athletes have a very comfortable first section, I would say all the way up to the first 3 clips, and then, at least for the men, it turns on significantly for a moment, and then turns on again once they leave that second EP dual textured hold. All right, Boya working her way through, finds herself on the pinches, a more physical section before hitting the dyno. Excellent footwork out of Boya Peng. And Alex Hill not taking too long on that dual textured EP hold. Makes the drive-by very comfortably. And Alex Hill makes his way up to the BP volume. And second-guessing that beta a little bit, working his way back. Boya Peng hitting that dyno like it was nothing. Oh, and Alex Hill pushes out to the right, going for the compression, and just loses it in the middle of the move. Oh, pardon me, I've been saying Alex Hill, but that is Isaac Brown, y'all. My apologies. So Isaac Brown. So Isaac Brown will walk away with a score of 19. Not enough to overtake Joshua PLATKO. So with only 2 athletes out, Isaac Brown will sit in second place. Boya Peng finds her way into the volume section. Let's see if she is able to manage to keep her feet on or decides to cut. With high feet, secures the clip. Taking a look at that next section. Grabs the undercling, pushes off, and manages to keep her feet on for the most part. A little swing, not much of a cut, but more of a swing over to the volume, and bam, Boya Peng is nearing the final section of our final route. And once she secures this clip, she'll have one final push on these Rock City and Art Line slopers to get to the top. I've known Boya for a very long time. I know she can keep it together. Let's see if she can get a top right here. Boya Peng pushes out to the right, finds the Rock City, turns the toe, finds the foot. She's going to need that heel, and unfortunately, Boya does not secure that right heel. And right now we have Samirah BISHT coming out for the women and Alex Hill. Now we have Alex Hill popping out. Fantastic coaches. Just did a trip out with them and my team out to Arkansas at Horseshoe Canyon Ranch and had the best time ever. Sammy might kill me for mentioning this, but she did do a little skit with some of her friends on team, and I'll tell you, they dance well, y'all. They have good choreography. But yes, if you don't see me broadcasting later, we know who got me. All right, and Alex Hill moving through quite quickly through this first section, but looks comfortable. Doing a little dancing of his own up there. And now Samirah pushing through, finds the screwed on holds on these simple pinches. And Sammy is moving her way up now, trying to get to that rail so she can go for that dyno and get another rest position. Alex Hill moving through, just fun and fancy free. Cutting feet left and right, but still so strong and looking very secure on the wall. If Alex is able to keep this up, we might see another high point here. And Sammy, a little hesitation there, but managed to work her way up to the rail. And Alex Hill playing it fast and loose, but still incredible performance. Don't think that's going to be enough to overtake Joshua PLATKO's performance, but still a great showing nonetheless. Sammy gearing up for the dyno and sticks it. And yes, that is going to be confirmed. Alex Hill will walk away with a score of 21, just beating out Isaac Brown, but not quite enough to overtake Joshua PLATKO. And after the dyno, Sammy is making her way up the Art Line and Rock City section. Securing that toe hook and getting a good shakeout in that position. Hopefully those holds are good enough to get that done. I think she is just winding out. Fantastic. Able to control that with relative ease. And up she goes. And Sammy is now in the volume section. Deciding to go feet first and now secures the toe hook. Loses it for a second. Can she get it back? Puts a heel on instead, and Sammy saves it. The rope is in a bit of a precarious position right now, but I think she is on good enough holds to wind out and calm herself down. Ooh, missed it with the left hand there. Finds the clip. Sammy giving us some drama in the volume section, but figures it out, bringing out our fourth athletes, Hugo DORVAL and Isabella ORNER. Hugo and Isabella just giving the route one more once over. And Isabella is off. Again, pretty simple, relaxed section. Climbing up to about the third and fourth clips on both routes. And for the women, it really seems to turn on right after the dyno. And for the men, after that EP hold that Hugo is about to get to right now. Again, moving through really comfortable, secures the heel. Not even going to touch the EP dual textured hold yet. Both athletes looking quite comfortable right now. But now if we've learned anything from the men's route, this is where it starts to turn on for Hugo DORVAL. Let's see how easily he's able to make it through this section. Isabella ORNER finds the clip and is gearing up for the dyno. Easy stick from Isabella ORNER. finds the clip and starts the reset. Kind of splitting the feet there, going with a toe hook up top and leaving the left foot down. And aggressive movement out of Hugo DORVAL, going to cost him right there, falling a little early. He even did a little bit of a 360 spin on his way down. Good catch from our belay team there. It's a good sign when the athletes smile after a fall like that. Isabella ORNER, ooh, cutting feet, makes it work. Honestly, I'm unsure if that was her intention the whole time or if the feet just cut and she just made it work right in the moment. But looking relaxed, checking out the clock, making sure she's got enough time. She does. Isabella ORNER. So first I've seen the beta instrument executed like that, but right now on the wall we have Hannah BREEN and Hugo DORVAL. Earlier before the commercial break, that was Patrick DALY. Patrick DALY has actually secured his position of second place with a score of 21 plus. And Hugo DORVAL is up on the wall. Hannah BREEN taking another look. And both of these athletes and competitors is certainly not their first North American Cup Series final. We've seen both of them here before. Let's see how they handle the pressure. Hugo DORVAL made it through that first section. Very, very strong athlete here. Unbelievable. Hugo DORVAL loses the left hand, but manages to save it with just the right hand. Wow. Impressive stuff. That was a high energy move, though. Let's see if it's going to cost him later. Yeah, moving a little wobbly there, but able to find it and make it work. And Hannah BREEN made it through the first cheetah section here and is now on the pinchy flat holds, working her way up to the simple dual text pinches. Hugo DORVAL just absolutely walking up this thing, showing us his strength here. One arm, one foot, just shaking out, making it look easy. And that was it with Hugo DORVAL. He did make it through a little bit further than some of the other athletes, but will secure a score of 25, putting him in second place. And now if we bring it back to Hannah BREEN, she's gearing up for the dyno. Hannah BREEN is a little on the shorter side when it comes to the field, but is no stranger to dynos. She knows she has to do them in order to get as far as some of these taller athletes. And classic to Hannah BREEN. Finds the rest position and turns around and sees the clock. But a little over halfway through the route with a little over 3 minutes left. Hannah BREEN is in good position here. All right, Hannah working her way through the art line holds. Extends the right foot to secure the toe. Controls the wind out. And with 2.5 minutes left, Hannah Breen is in the volume section. Keeping her feet out in front of her. That volume's a little far. Maybe if she turns around, she'll be able to have a better position to reach the clip and potentially reach that blue pill volume underneath her. Gets the undercling, is reaching out for the volume. Doesn't quite get it, but now she's there. After the foot cut, it gave her just enough reach to get over there to that blue pill volume. And now Hannah Breen shaking out so she can do this final push. And Hannah Breen reaches out for the right and was not able to get the crimp before that Rock City hold. And now up next, we have Matthew Baker and Lilah KOTTKE. All right, and wasting no time, we have Matthew Baker and Lilah KOTTKE up on the wall. Again, folks, not a really difficult first section here for the first 3 to 4 clips. For the women, the majority have been able to make it to the dyno and go a little bit past it. I'm not too worried about Lilah making it through that section. However, if we look over to the men's, their route is definitely gnarly. Matthew Baker looking to see if he can use that no-textured black hold. He's on it, but slipping all over. Can he secure it? Rethinks that for a moment. And smart climbing out of Matthew Baker. He knows he's only got the one shot, so going back to that EP dual textured hold. It's a nice little jug. Just shaking out a little bit, recomposing himself so that he can move through this thing with ease. Finds a little bit better beta there and has made it through the first section. Lilah KOTTKE with the rose move, making her way to the rail. And Matthew Baker with an aggressive cross, but finds it. All right, everyone, keep your eyes on Matthew Baker. This boulder problem has gotten most of our athletes so far. Matthew Baker up on the flat holds, finds the toe. Matthew Baker with a coordination move midway through. And Lilah KOTTKE following suit with a dyno of her own. And Matthew Baker just could not secure the right foot in pushing for that next hold and is going to fall. However, he does get movement for a 2-hole 26, giving him a score of 25 plus, and that puts Matthew Baker in second place. Lilah KOTTKE taking her time on this art line hold, keeping her feet low, and now she's ready to move forward, securing the heel. Hits both crimps. Skips the compression on the art line holds and moves right on to the Rock City holds. And now we've got Lilah dealing with this volume section right here. Going feet first, opting for the heel hook. And Lilah KOTTKE just relaxing, shaking out, taking her time. She does have enough time to definitely finish this the next section here. However, she will not have that much time to do another shakeout like that. With 1:30, the pressure is starting to build. Lilah finds the clip. Boomerangs her left hand back, and if she can figure out the feet here, goes back. All right, time is becoming more and more of the essence here. With 1:05 left. Definitely worth it to take her time. That is going to put her in a better position. And looking back at the clock, she knows she has just about 45 seconds left. That is enough time to do this final push, but doesn't have too much time to shake out here. Lilah KOTTKE putting us, just keeping us on our toes here. It's amazing how calm she's being. I'm freaking out for her right now. Let's go, Lilah. And Lilah only has 20 seconds left, and she hasn't moved. Let's see if this is enough time to potentially see a top here. 10 seconds to go. I think Lilah's just looking for holds here. Let's see if she can do it. Matches. And that's going to be time. Unfortunately, I think time ran out before she made that final push to the next hold, so I don't think she's going to get credit for that. All right, folks, we have two more athletes on these routes. Up next, we have Nathan SATO and Elle Gordon. Elle Gordon just taking another quick look at her route before pushing on. And we've got Nathan SATO getting started, working his way through this first section. And I've had the pleasure of watching Nathan climb at these competitions for quite some time now. Very composed, serious athlete. Loves to have fun at these events, though, too. It's a pleasure to watch him climb and see what he does here. Very strong right out the gate. Cutting feet and skipping his way through this route. Elle Gordon moving through this first section with relative ease as well. Elle finds the flat hold, pinches, and works her way up to the simple holds. Here we go. And there goes Elle. Looking very comfortable through this section. Shouldn't have a very hard time reaching that rail. And then if we look at Nathan SATO, he is already at the cruxy section that has taken out so many of our male athletes. Gets the right hand Gaston, secures the heel. Goes for the match. And Elle Gordon pushing out a little far there, had me a little scared on that dyno, but is able to reel it back in and secure the hold. Going for a toe hook to get that rest. And Nathan SATO is the first I have seen to control this hold and actually get his feet down. And now we're getting our first look at the next section. A little boomerang, reusing that yellow blocked hold. And Nathan Sato is up and at him. First to touch that yellow flat hold loaf there and makes it to the crimp. Elle Gordon keeps the toe hook, just reassessing this next section here and looking at the next boulder problem in this route. Nathan Sato, though, don't take your eyes off of him, folks. He is absolutely killing it right now. Looking for the match, finds it, and is able to make it to the next flat hold sloper. And Nathan Sato, going for the holds instead of the clips, is going to put the pressure on Nathan Monte to do something really incredible here to secure a first place position. But Nathan Sato, by almost 10 holds, is going to take the lead with a score of 36 plus. Taking it back to Elle Gordon. She's working it through this volume section. Secures the heel, pushes out, and the cut was a little bit too much. And now, folks, we have our final two athletes, Kestrel PIKIEWICZ and Nathan Monte. And Nathan Monte having an incredible high point of his semifinal route. It was one of the toughest routes I've actually ever seen in a semifinal round, and was able to comfortably take the lead by multiple holds. So let's see if Nathan can follow suit here and secures himself a victory. All right, Kestrel moving through with relative ease through the first three clips so far. And now we have Nathan Monte working his way up the route. Secures 2-3 clips. And this section here has gotten a few of our athletes, even if they weren't, it didn't fall through this section. If they took a little too much time, it cost them dearly later, but didn't take Nathan any time at all. Hopefully that pays off in the later, harder sections of this route. All right, Kestrel working her way up the pinches. And here comes Nathan Monte with the drive-by. Rethinks that a little bit. Takes a step back. Smart work out of Nathan Monte, just using that rest hold a little bit longer. He knows it's probably the best hold he's going to see for a while. Securing a foot and making that move so graceful and easy. Well, I won't say easy. There was a lot of tension required to pull that move off, but the control was very impressive. Kestrel PIKIEWICZ getting a little shakeout here, just getting ready for the dyno. Going one arm. Going back with two. Doesn't really, just makes a dynamic move, but no dyno, keeps the right hand on the rail. First I've seen that today. Nathan Monte, little scrunched up there, but made his way through. And Kestrel PIKIEWICZ absolutely killing it. She's got a climber. Oh, goodness. Oh, and Nathan Monte is going to fall just short of Joshua PLATKO. Joshua PLATKO able to secure a hold 27. Nathan Monte with a movement to 27, giving him a score of 26 plus. And that will do it, making Nathan Sato our lead champion. But folks, but it's not over yet. We still got Kestrel PIKIEWICZ on the wall, absolutely killing it, keeping it together here. And with plenty of time to secure a top, Kestrel finds the heel, gets the pinch. If she can work her way up to that crimp, Kestrel PIKIEWICZ with movement to the 41 will secure a score of 40 plus. And in first place, we got Kestrel PIKIEWICZ. And then in second, we've got Lilah KOTTKE. In third place, Boya PENG. In fourth, Elle Gordon. In fifth, Hannah BREEN. In sixth place, Samirah BISHT. In seventh place, MIJARES. And in eighth place, Isabella ORNER. And in first place, our winner is going to be Nathan SATO, followed by Joshua PLATKO in second place, Nathan MONTE in third place, Matthew Baker in fourth, Hugo DORVAL in fifth. In sixth place, we got Patrick DALY. In seventh place, Alex Hill. And in eighth place, Isaac Brown. We're going to take it to Al down on the floor for a quick winner review with Kestrel PIKIEWICZ and Nathan SATO.
Congratulations. Have you ever won a national level event before?
No, I haven't.
And never on your birthday?
Never on my birthday, no.
Obviously, since you've never won one. Well, again, congratulations. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. I'm pretty psyched. Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah.
All right, let's talk future briefly. What's the next competition on your radar right now? What are you thinking for the next year?
I mean, I have the youth series coming up, so divisionals and hopefully nationals and maybe like worlds and stuff. And also, I'm thinking adult nationals. I'm just expanding into the like adult series, so that should be really fun. Yeah.
Well, I've got a hunch that you're going to do pretty well. Let's talk big dreams. Like, if you could go take it as far as you want to go in climbing, what would that look like for you ideally? Like, what are you trying to do with this?
I mean, of course, Olympics. Like, that's the big deal one. And I mean, I just want to like always have climbing as part of my life. And even when I'm like older, I really want to like have it as a core value of mine. Yeah, for the future. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kestrel PIKIEWICZ will set you free. All right, I'm not going to shake it up too much. I'm going to give you pretty much the same questions. You just won the North American Cup in Murfreesboro. How are you feeling right now?
It feels really good. You know, I feel like I've been under quite a lot of pressure in the past few rounds and competitions in general. So this round I really just try to focus on having fun. I mean, the route was a blast, so certainly had a lot of fun, and I think it made the whole event a lot less stress-free, better, and I was able to climb my best, which is always what you want for.
You definitely did well up there. It was clear to see that you were composed and having a good time. Now, what's your background history? How many times have you been on the podium? Have you won these national level events before? I don't know if you have the count necessarily, but I don't think this is your first one, is it?
This is my third one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I won youth nationals last year, which was obviously my first time winning nationals, and that was, you know, great experience. So happy to be back on top of the podium.
All right, let's talk future. This year, what's on the radar? What's coming up for you?
Later this year in September, I've got the World Championships for lead. So I've been training hard with the crew down in Salt Lake City in the training center, the coaches there. So it's a great environment to train, and really looking forward to that event.
All right, one more big picture. Same question. You got your eye on the Olympics as well? I mean, I bet you do. Yeah.
Well, as a lot of people know, they just separated the disciplines. So let's go win the LA 2020 Olympics.
Woo! Nathan SATO. Good work.
Female podium, we've got Boya PENG in third place, Lilah KOTTKE in second place, and Kestrel PIKIEWICZ in first place. In third place, the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan MONTE. Joshua PLATKO in second place, and of course, Nathan SATO in first place. And there is our men's podium.